from Corsica to Conqueror Napoleon's early years. Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't born in France. He was born on the island of Corsica in 1769. Corsica had just become part of France. Napoleon always felt like he didn't belong. He was teased for his accent and because he was small. This made him want to succeed even more. Napoleon loved reading about history and war. He was great at math. He was so smart that he got a scholarship to a famous military school. At school, Napoleon learned all about fighting wars. He quickly moved up in the French army. When Napoleon was starting his army career, the French Revolution happened. France was a mess. The king was kicked out and there was a new government. Napoleon saw a chance to become powerful during this chaotic time. His army skills made him important to the new French Republic. At only 24, Napoleon became a general. He was a really smart leader, known for his brave plans and how he outsmarted his enemies. Napoleon's wins made him famous and well-liked. He quickly became a hero in France. His early life and wins in the army helped him become very powerful. Winning General Napoleon's war campaigns. Napoleon was clearly a genius at war, and his many wins across Europe proved it. He fought wars against Austria, Prussia, Russia, and Great Britain. Napoleon's armies were known for being fast, organized, and using new ways of fighting. He was great at using cannons and changed how people talked on the battlefield. One of his most famous wins was the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805. Napoleon's army was smaller than the combined armies of Austria and Russia, but Napoleon was smarter than his enemies. He led his army to a huge victory. Another big win was the Battle of Jena-Auerstedt in 1806. Napoleon crushed the Prussian army. This win made everyone sure he was a genius at Emperor Napoleon, ruling France. In 1804, Napoleon made himself Emperor of the French. This was a bold move. It showed he didn't want to work for the Republic anymore. Napoleon thought he was meant to be a ruler. He thought he was like the Roman emperors. As emperor, Napoleon made many changes. He made the government stronger, made new laws called the Napoleonic Code, and made education better. Napoleon also started the Bank of France so the economy would be stronger. Napoleon's changes had a big impact on France and Europe. The Napoleonic Code, which said everyone should be equal under the law, is still used in many countries today. Napoleon wasn't just focused on France. He was always fighting wars and making his empire bigger. All this fighting eventually led to his downfall. Exile and what he left behind. The fall of Napoleon. Napoleon wanting too much power caused his downfall. His choice to invade Russia in 1812 was a huge mistake. The cold Russian winter destroyed his army. The campaign was a disaster. Weaker and defeated, Napoleon had to fight a group of European powers who wanted to end his rule. He lost at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813 and had to give up power in 1814. Napoleon was sent away to the island of Elba near Italy, but he escaped in 1815 and went back to France to try and be powerful again. This 100 days campaign ended when he lost at the Battle of Waterloo. Napoleon was sent away again, this time to the faraway island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. He died there in 1821 at 51 years old. Napoleon's story is complicated. He was a genius at war, a harsh ruler, and someone who changed France and Europe forever. His rise and fall teach us about the dangers of wanting too much power and the strong influence of